Hello, everyone. Welcome to JAFM Audio. I'm James.
I'm Frankie.
And today we're doing player comparisons from both New York baseball teams. We're going to go down the line, position to position.
Yes.
We're not going to talk pitching yet. We'll just do the position players. What do you think?
I think that's a great idea.
I like that.
Before we get started, I'd like to give a shout out to my father, who actually donated a piece of memorabilia for us.
Nice.
We got some official World Series 2009 Yankees dirt when they won the World Series, and I thought that was really cool. Just wanted to give a shout out and say thank you.
I had one of those from the 86 team.
86?
Yeah, but
how long ago?
The dirt evaporated.
Were you there?
I was 6 years old. Anyway,
okay.
Let's get started with our comparisons, team by team, player by player.
We are going to start off with first base.
Okay.
Now, for this matchup, we have Pete Alonso against Anthony Rizzo. Who are you taking?
Well, I think it's a no-brainer with that. With first base, I think it's Pete Alonso. Pete Alonso last year, 46 home runs, 118 RBIs. He played 154 games. So he played a full season, almost. And, his average is a little low, 217. But if he's going to hit 46 home runs every year, I'll take it.
I definitely agree. This one is probably one of the easier comparisons here. You know, Rizzo just didn't play enough, 99 games. Although his batting average was better.
Right.
In 99 games.
It was.
But, we got to go with Pete Alonso. He's more reliable, and his power, 46 home runs in 154 games, that's incredible.
Yes, remember, he missed 63 games last year. He had those concussion symptoms. He had a concussion, actually, and he missed about 63 games. So hopefully for the Yankees, he can play about 145, 150. If he does, Yankees are in good position.
Yeah, I think if he plays more games, he'll be more productive, more opportunities to, get hits, driving runs,
yes,
home runs, everything of that nature.
If he goes back to Anthony Rizzo of old, once again, that just extends the lineup. Soto, Judge, Rizzo,
yes,
Stanton. If Stanton gets back, that gets scary.
Exactly. The verdict here, we're going to go with Pete Alonso.
We're going to go with Pete. Good job, Pete.
Pete Alonso. All right, moving on.
Where do you want to go? Second base?
Second base.
All right.
We have McNeil and Gleyber Torres. Now, this one's tough.
This is tough.
This one's tough.
This is tough. So McNeil coming off a batting champ, National League batting title, 2022, where he batted 326. Last year, he took a hit, batted 270, played in 156 games. He played a really good second base, but the contact wasn't there like we're used to seeing from McNeil. Gleyber, on the other hand, he was hitting really well. He hit for power once again, which he's done in past years. 25 home runs last year. In 2019, he hit 38 home runs. So he does have the power. Now it just remains to see if he's going to carry over to the 2024 season.
Yeah, this one's a bit tough. If you look at by stats, they're virtually the same player. I would have to lean towards Gleyber only because of the power. The home run opportunity. Who's going to say no to more home runs in a year?
Yeah.
They played about the same amount of games. Gleyber played 158 games. McNeil played 156. They batted, McNeil 270, Gleyber 273.
Yep.
It's really hard to compare these two, but I'm gonna lean with Gleyber.
Okay, I'm gonna go. Listen, I'm going all out here. I'm going even.
Even?
I'm gonna go even.
You can't go even.
I have to.
Even.
Because you don't know what you're gonna get from McNeil this year. He may bat 326, 325. If he does, I want McNeil. All right. If Gleyber Torres hits 35 home runs, I want Gleyber Torres. Right, both of them played. McNeil's a little bit better defensively, I think. When you look at the stats, his fielding percentage is a little bit higher. Gleyber committed about 15 errors at second base last year.
That's fair.
McNeil didn't. McNeil committed about 5, maybe. So, can I go even or no?
I prefer you not to, but
right.
if you need to, I guess we could go even on that. All
okay,
right.
I appreciate it.
James has it even. I'm going to lean towards Gleyber only because of the power.
Okay, fair enough.
Second baseman, there we go. We have a split decision, I'd say.
All right, that's fine.
All right.
How about they leave in the comments who they think?
I do agree.
First, tell us who you're a fan of, and who would you rather have going into the 2024 season?
McNeil or Torres? Comment down below.
Yes, McNeil or Torres.
Moving on.
What position? Third base?
Third base. This is going to be another interesting one, I feel. We have Brett Beatty and DJ LeMahieu. Who are you taking?
I'm so down on Brett, man. I think he has potential. I love his swing. When he hits the home run, to right field, it reminds me of Strawberry back in the day. but yeah, Brett, I'm down on Brett. On the other hand, DJ LeMahieu, he hasn't been healthy. Hasn't been able to stay on the field. He missed a lot of time with his foot injury last year. He missed the later portion of the season in 21 and 22. I think both years he missed the playoff run. So he's been plagued by injuries. Is he going to be on the field next year? I'm not sure. If he's able to stay injury-free and play all year, I will pick DJ LeMahieu. Right now, I don't know if he can.
Yeah, that's a great take. I feel Beatty, he's a young up-and-comer.
Yes.
He basically what we're projecting him on is potential.
Yes.
We need to see results now.
Right.
He's had his chance. He's had his opportunities.
108 games last year.
I think this year would be, this year he has to prove himself if he wants to stay starting third base on the Mets.
Yes. So now, but if you want to win, who do you go with, LeMahieu?
If I want to win, I'm gonna go with historically who's been putting up numbers. I gotta go with DJ.
I agree.
DJ for sure. All right, unanimous.
Yes.
DJ at third base.
But they both need to step it up.
100%. They both need to do.
Or they're going to be
better.
calling in Wade Boggs to come play third base.
Wade Boggs. Oh my God. All right. Next, we have the catching position. We have Trevino and Alvarez. To me, this one is not hard at all. Who are you going with?
I'm going to go with Alvarez. In his rookie season, he proved that he belongs. He hits for power. His average is low. Maybe that would come up. He becomes a little bit more selective in his at-bats. But the power is there. And he surprised a lot of people with his arm. He has a cannon, that dude.
He does.
He throws. He can throw. So I'm going to go with Alvarez. 123 games last year. 209 average. 25 home runs with 63 RBIs in his rookie season. On the other hand, you got Trevino. He only played in 55 games last year. But just 2 seasons ago, he was an All-Star and a Gold Glove. So the potential's there with Trevino. You know he's good. I mean, he's more, I guess, on the defensive side. Last year, 55 games, 210 average, 4 home runs with 15 RBIs.
Yeah, I agree. Alvarez, he's a stud. If he's gonna have another great season, he's got the power. Mm-hmm. His arm is better than we expected.
Yes,
you got to go Alvarez. It's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
I would love to have him on the Yankees too. Yeah. You guys got a gem in the catching position.
We do, finally.
All right. Next, we'll move on to center field. I think this is a blowout. Like, why even talk about this? We got Harrison Bader and Aaron Judge. I mean,
yeah. So I'm gonna go with Bader on this one. So no. Harrison Bader, 98 games, 232 average, 7 home runs, 40 RBIs. I think Judge does that in a month.
I think Judge does that in like 3 games. Right.
I mean, there's been times he probably has. So Bader, we already know, Gold Glove winner, 2021. He plays a really good defense. He had a hamstring injury last year. Hopefully it doesn't bother him this year. But Aaron Judge.
Yeah. I mean, this is a no-brainer. This is probably the easiest.
Right. Who do you pick besides Aaron Judge? I mean, he's playing center field this year. He's not your typical center fielder, but I mean, he's going to hit you 40 home runs, 45 home runs.
I mean, come on. We have arguably one of the best players in the American League, MVP candidate almost every year, almost leading the league in home runs. Mm-hmm. I mean, Aaron Judge, you can't really argue this.
You got to make sure his
toes stay healthy.
Ligament is good. Because but honestly, that's something to be concerned about. He made a mention that it's gonna be something that's gonna be there throughout his whole career. So if you start to see he starts missing games because his toe
I'll take Aaron Judge with 9 toes.
Yeah.
9 toes over Harrison Bader.
Yeah, I'll take
Aaron
Judge
toe
for 9 games over Harrison Bader's full season. So we're gonna go with Judge on that one. It's a no-brainer.
Unanimous.
Yep.
All right.
What a surprise.
Next, we have the DH spot, which, you gotta be honest, for both teams has been a little sluggish.
Yeah.
We have Stan and Vientos.
Yeah. Vientos, now is his opportunity to shine. He has a chance. I hope they give him the full-time DH spot. I don't know if they're gonna platoon, maybe him and DJ Stewart. But if you really want to see what he has, you have to put him in that lineup every day. You got to consistently get him in the lineup. Last year,
it's kind of hard. Like, he has such a small sample size. It's hard to get into rhythm when you're not consistently playing in the lineup. So, we'll see how his season goes. Maybe they do consistently put him, but the DH spot is, I think for both teams, is a spot we need to improve.
Yeah. Vientos last year, 65 games, 211 average, 9 home runs, 22 RBIs, excuse me, for his rookie season. And then we have Stanton on the other end.
Oh, Stanton, 191 batting average. You know, he hit about 71 hits, 24 home runs. He still has pop. He still has a lot of pop, but he's got to work on putting the bat on the ball. Like, I don't know what's going on, and he got to stay on the field too.
Yeah. So I believe the Yankees built already, like, really to sustain his injuries. If he gets injured, he's out for a large part of the season. They're gonna be fine.
Yeah.
But if he can get back to, I mean, I'm not, not MVP days, but if he can, bat 225 with 30 home runs, that's a scary lineup. That just remains to be seen. He has to stay healthy.
We'll see. I mean, spring training hasn't done anything too impressive yet. But,
yeah. Well, last year, maybe they're holding back on him. Last year, I believe the third week of April, he went down with an injury. He missed a month, I believe, with a left hamstring.
He took a dive in practice, and I held my breath. I thought he was going to get hurt.
Yes.
But, so who are we leaning towards? Are we leaning towards Stanton?
I'm still going to go with Stanton because I already know what he has. And I expect maybe 20 home runs next year, even though he misses 60 games. But Vientos can surprise a lot of people. I think he has potential.
I agree. We got to go with Stan. He cut weight. He lost some pounds.
Yeah.
He has the pop still. He has the power.
Mm-hmm.
If he can stay healthy and put the bat on the ball, you're going to get home runs out of him. So I got to lean Stan at the DH position.
I agree.
So unanimous, Stan.
Yes, I agree.
Next, we're moving on to left field. I think this is also going to be an interesting one. We have Verdugo and we have Nimmo for the Mets. Who are you taking between the two?
I'm going with Nimmo 100%.
Yeah?
Yeah. Nimmo has, first of all, he went 274 last year with 24 home runs out of the leadoff spot. I just think he's a better all-around player than Verdugo. I think he's better defensively. I think he's a better offensive player. He did play a few games last year in left field, so maybe that's going to get some getting used to. But I go with Nimmo over Verdugo 100%.
I'd have to. It's close. It's very close. These guys are very similar. Batting average wise, very similar statistically. But you got to give Nimmo, I guess, the edge. I feel like Nimmo's a bit more consistent.
Versatile.
Yeah, more versatile. Maybe a better fielder too. I would give the edge to Nimmo. Maybe it's not as close as I thought.
Yeah.
But, I'll give it to Nimmo.
I agree. I got to go with Nimmo also.
We'll see how this season goes. Maybe Verdugo has an amazing season this year.
Well, remember, Nimmo's also playing left field. I mean, he's played, 10 games last year. The last 5 years, he's probably played maybe 45, 50 games in left field. I think it works for him anyway. I think he's going to be a better left fielder than he was a center fielder.
You think so?
Yeah, I think it's going to work for him.
Do you think, what is it? Less ground to cover?
Less ground to cover, absolutely.
You think that's what it is?
Less ground to cover.
As an outfielder, you're seeing the ball at different angles coming off the bat. And sometimes it's harder to read from one part of the field than another. Yes. You don't think that would affect him?
No, I think he's going to be all right because he did play there. He's played there in the past. It's not like, we're going to move you for the first time on opening day. Good luck. No, he's played there in the past. I think he's going to be able to hold his own.
All right. We'll see. We'll see what he does this season.
Remains to be seen.
All right. Moving on. We have right field. This is another good one. We have Marte and Soto for the Yankees now.
Yes. So I'm going to go with Soto. Last year, he played in all 162 games, 275 average with 35 home runs, 109 RBIs. One of the best players offensively in the game by far. On the other hand, we have Starlin Marte, who's up there in age. He still can hold his own if he stays on the field. 248 last year with 5 home runs, 28 RBIs in 86 games. But you can tell last year he was really straining. He missed time with a groin injury, and it just didn't get rolling for him last year. I think this year, if he can have a good season, what he's capable of doing, I think the Mets will be in a lot better shape. But Soto is the player I have to go with.
I think regardless if Marte has a great season or not, the Mets will still maybe not be in the best of shape. I still don't think their lineup is there yet.
Yeah, well.
Obviously, we're going to go with Soto on this. Soto, I mean, I think I'm projecting him to have an MVP tier type of season.
Yes.
Spring training, he's already hitting bombs, opposite field.
Yes.
You know, Soto, he's gonna have a big season. I feel.
I agree.
Hopefully, he re-signs with the Yankees, but I've been hearing things. I've been hearing he wants to go to a different borough in New York.
There are some rumors that King Cohen is going to offer him a lot of money.
Here we go again with this King Cohen stuff.
And listen, if he's a free agent next year, I don't see the Yankees extending him this year because he's a Boras client, and Boras clients go after the most money. So if he has a big year this year, he's going to demand a boatload of money, and I can see King Cohen coming in and giving him $45 million a year. Maybe even 50, who knows? But we'll see. That remains to be seen.
I'll be heartbroken if he signs with
I'm
the Mets.
sure you will. Yeah, I'm sure you will. And I'll be a happy
to see
camper.
him in orange and blue instead of the pinstripes. I will be...
Well, it remains to be seen. But I still believe he's going after the most money.
Regardless, at least we're having one season with him as a Yankee. Hopefully they bring us that World Series.
Yes.
We're moving on to the final position, shortstop.
Wow, we went through that quick.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Final position, shortstop. We have Volpe and Lindor.
Well, I think this is a no-brainer. I think Lindor
Volpe,
is...
right?
Yeah. I think Lindor is... I think Lindor is the best shortstop in the league, offensively and defensively. All around best shortstop.
The best shortstop in the league?
Absolutely. He plays defense really well. Yes, very well. He plays defense very well up the middle. His offensive numbers speak for themselves. Last year, 31 home runs, 31 stolen bases, part of the 30-30 club, right? Which other shortstop did that last year? Now Volpe was in the 20-20 club. That's cute. Lindor last year, 160 games, 254 average, 31 home runs, 98 RBIs, 31 stolen bases, and he played really good defense of the middle. Maybe a little shocked that he didn't win a Gold Glove. And I think a lot of Yankee fans were shocked that Volpe did win a Gold Glove. Volpe, on the other hand, 209 average, 21 home runs, 60 RBIs in 159 games. Both players stay on the field. And that's extremely important.
Yeah, I agree. I was looking at their games played. I mean, Lindor 160, Volpe 157. These guys stay healthy.
Yes.
This is incredible.
Yes, it's
incredible that they can stay healthy.
Yes.
Especially for Lindor, he's a little bit older. He's getting up there.
I think Lindor is still maybe in the prime of his career.
Think so?
Yeah, I think look at his numbers last year. 254, 31 home runs, 98 RBIs, 31 stolen bases. Listen, once you start getting old, you start to get a little slower. He ain't slowing down. So it's a big plus that both teams have shortstops that stay on the field. It's very important. It's hard to fill that gap when you lose your shortstop. It's really hard to fill that in during the season.
I'm excited to see Volpe this year. I think he's going to improve. Mm-hmm. It was his first season last year. A lot of pressure, a lot of ups and downs. But I think he got the first year under his belt. He's going to come in this season, calm and collective. Mm-hmm. I think he's worked on his stance in the batter's box. I think we're going to see a lot more hits from him, a lot more stolen bases, and I think he's going to get more comfortable at the shortstop position. I know he was making a few errors.
Oh,
there.
he won a Gold Glove.
Yeah, but he's going to be even more comfortable.
Oh, good for him.
I'm going to see a repeated Gold Glove.
The pitchers are going to like it.
The pitchers are going to like it. Of course, who wouldn't like that?
Yep.
So you're going Lindor here?
Oh, absolutely, 100%.
I gotta go with Lindor too. Switch hitting, shortstop, proving himself.
Good point.
Gotta go Lindor, but this could all change this season. Volpe could have a big season. Any of these guys could have a big season.
Absolutely, Marte may hit 35 home runs, and Soto may hit 25, and then we have a whole different show next season.
Stanton might hit 50.
You never know.
You don't know.
I think you'd be lucky if Stanton plays 50.
Oh God, yeah, we'll see how he goes. Let us know. Do you agree or disagree with any of the picks here? Who would you, select in your fielding positions? Like, comment, subscribe, turn that post notification bell on. James, do you have anything you want to say?
What do you think? You want to do pitches next week?
Yeah, we could go through the bullpen next week. I mean, there's not much on your side, but
that remains to be seen. We'll see what happens. So hopefully Kodai Senga can get back in time.
All right, you heard it here. Next week.
Yes.
Pitchers, bullpen, rotation, Kodai Senga. Can he come back next week?
Not next week, but hopefully by May.
Can he come back by May? Who knows? What's going on with him? Catch us on the next one. We'll see you later.